What's up, gamers? I'm the Gumbuck. This is the finals, and in today's video, we're going to be checking out the World Tour community update. So the finals, Embark just dropped this video on their official YouTube page, and I don't know, I'm pretty excited. I obviously this is going to be about World Tour. You know, there's a big controversy right now with regard to the community uproar or response to the big season 3 changes. The fact that they've turned Terminal Attack into the ranked mode. So there's a lot of conflicting opinions on this. I shouldn't even say a lot of conflicting opinions because it seems like the general consensus is outrage. I know everybody doesn't feel this way, but a lot of people in the finals community are pretty upset that they're replacing Cash Out, like the flagship mode, the mode that the entire game was built around, that they've stripped the ranked title from that mode, and they've replaced it with Terminal Attack. But as a response to that, Embark has quickly tried to put out some fires by putting, publishing information about what is referred to as World Tour. So let's see what they've got to say.
Hey everyone, it's Oscar, the community lead for the finals, back with another episode of Community Updates. Today we're diving into the first episode that covers...
First of all, let's talk about this background. I'm feeling that. Look at that. Okay, so this has got to be the new background for the general menu screen. That's pretty cool.
It's Oscar, the community lead for the finals, back with another episode of Community Updates. Today we're diving into the first episode that covers the stuff coming in Season 3, and the topic for today's video is World Tour. World Tour is a brand new way for us to showcase our cash out tour.
Okay, so for sure it's official. This is going to be the new backdrop and the new menu kind of system that they have in here with World Tour here on the left, Terminal Attack, ranked mode in the middle, and quick play, practice, private match.
Tournaments inside the game show world of the finals. You will find the World Tour by pressing its play card in the play.
Okay, so when you press the play card on World Tour, this is the screen that we're met with. This is pretty cool. You're going to be able to see kind of what rank you have with your win points, the badges you've earned, the top players on the side here, and then the community kind of event things that they'll be releasing periodically.
Menu, and it will feature cash out tournaments spanning the entire season. As the season progresses, you can also expect the World Tour to grow and expand and provide an even more competitive experience for most dedicated cash out players.
More competitive.
The World Tour is ultimately all about the player journey, all about the contestants' journey, all about your journey throughout the season. It will keep track of your seasonal progress on the seasonal leaderboard, where it will tally up all your cash outs you've done inside the World Tour, and it will also allow you to progress your World Tour badge, a badge that will sit on your player card, showcasing just how far and how well you've done in the World Tour.
Okay, so we've got some player badges here. They've done this kind of thing in some other games, so I guess you can even customize it. It'll show your rank. This, okay, all right.
You will progress your World Tour badge by participating in, playing, and winning inside the World Tour tournaments. You earn 1 point for making it not so far in the tournament, and you earn the most points if you win an entire tournament. It's also...
Okay, so 1 point for getting out the first round, and then you'll get more points for subsequent rounds that you successfully make, and probably the most rounds if you make it to the finals. It shows here that you'll be able to earn bronze, silver, and gold badges with multi-buck reward. So bronze will get you 50 multi-bucks, silver will get you 100, and then gold will get you 150. Although it says gold 4, so gold, I'm guessing there's like a gold 3, gold 2, gold 1, and do you just get the same multi-bucks? You get a multi-buck per gold rank that you move up? I don't know, but this is kind of cool. I kind of thought the multi-buck reward was going to be a little more than what they have here, but it's basically free money to buy cosmetics, so that's pretty dope. Yeah, they definitely do. So they've got 4, 3, 2, 1, and so do you get the multi-bucks once you complete all of these? Then do you get 50 multi-bucks? That's maybe a little confusing to me. Okay.
It's also good to note that you can't lose these win points once you've earned them, so you will always be making steady progress on your World
That's
Tour
real
badge.
competitive.
Initially, and
Can't
throughout
lose.
most of Season 3, we will be focusing the World Tour on cash-out tournaments, our true and tested the final special. These tournaments also feature and follow the normal rule set that you've come to expect, meaning that there are 2 elimination rounds and then 1 final round where the 2 last teams duke it out for all the fame and glory, and in this case also the win points. Each tournament in the World Tour will last about 2 to 3 weeks, and it will feature specific contracts. These contracts are all about having you perform, participate, and perfect your play in these tournaments.
Master Circuit's coming back.
And they will be offering quite substantial amounts of experience for you to claim, making them excellent for accelerating how fast you complete the Battle Pass. Down the line, there might even be a specific reward or a special cosmetics thrown into these contracts, but the one who plays will see it, so make sure to stick around and tune into the World Tour often. As the season progresses, you might find new ways to reach new heights inside the World Tour. But there will be more information on this releasing later, as we're still working on getting that completely ready for all of you. But for now, all I can say is that the color of Envy is green, and that's for a good reason.
Okay, so we're talking Emerald rewards here for those who basically grind the most. I mean, he said this is going to be more competitive. Maybe it will. Maybe there's something up their sleeve that we're totally not seeing here. Let's watch to the end, though.
In the end, all of this means that there will always be something going on inside the World Tour, with everything from the contracts to the World Tour badge to the seasonal leaderboard. We will be starting the season and kicking off the World Tour with the Engimo World Open, a cash-out tournament featuring 3 maps and fully customizable loadouts. Alright, quite a bit of information in there. Let's recap and do it once more.
Okay, I don't know if you need the recap. We'll watch the recap, but I'm just going to say what I think so far. So what it sounds to me is like all this is an XP grind fest. They said it's more competitive, but you don't lose any of your progress. So there's nothing. Everybody gets a trophy as long as you put the time in, is what it sounds like. You know, it just comes down to who plays a lot. Now, you can rank up quicker if you win, but at the end of the day, man, if you just no life this and grind this out, you're gonna get you're probably going to max out your rewards. I don't know what the cap is. It sounds like there's a leaderboard. And so what I'm guessing is the Emerald reward will go to top 500, top 1,000, top 300. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know how much you got to play to get that. I'm not sure what the field is going to look like in terms of no-lifers playing the heck out of this game. But, okay, let's hear the recap.
The World Tour is a brand new series of cash-out tournaments which will last all of Season 3. Here you can compete for leaderboard positions and progress on your World Tour player badge that's gonna sit on your player card. The tournaments in the World Tour last a couple of weeks, and they will feature contracts for you to play through each time, keeping the experience fresh and fun with something new happening every time there's a new tournament available. Even as the tournaments change, the progress you make will keep tracking, both on your World Tour badge, making its way from bronze to gold and maybe beyond down the season, as well as a seasonal leaderboard which keeps track of all the cash outs you've done, so you can climb that esteemed leaderboard. Remember, the top 5 leaderboard positions will actually be displayed on the main page of the World Tour, which is pretty cool. Also, for the very best of the best, there might even be something...
I gotta hear what he says about the tournaments again, because maybe I'm missing something here.
Be displayed on the main page of the World Tour, that esteemed leaderboard. Remember, the top 5 leaderboard positions will season, as well as a seasonal leaderboard which keeps track of all the cash outs you've done, so you can climb that esteemed leaderboard. Remember, the top 5 time there's a new tournament available. Even as the tournaments change, the progress you make will keep tracking, both on your World Tour badge, making its way from bronze to gold and maybe beyond down the season, as well as a seasonal leaderboard which keeps track of all the cash outs you've done, so you can climb that esteemed leaderboard. Remember, the top 5 leaderboard positions will actually be displayed on the main page of the World Tour, which is pretty cool. Also, for the very best of the best, there might even be something for you to be on the lookout for once you reach the very top. Cash Out is one of the core experiences of the finals, same with our tournaments. And here in the World Tour is where we will host our wildest and most exciting moments. This is where dynamic plays can bring joy and excitement into a mode where literally anything can happen. We really hope that you're interested in joining us inside the World Tour in Season 3. Now, that just about wraps up everything I wanted to talk about in today's video, and we hope that you are ready to embark with us on the...
Okay. I'm still a little confused about what the tournament actually brings. Like, so they're holding tournaments every couple of weeks.
cash out tournaments spanning the entire season. As the season progresses, you can also expect the World Tour to grow and expand and provide an even more competitive experience tour by pressing its play card in the play menu, and it will feature cash out tournaments spanning the entire season. As the season progresses, you can also expect the World Tour to...
So what's the deal with the tournaments? It feels almost like that's something else within the World Tour. Am I missing something here? Did y'all pick that up? So you're gonna have the play a tournament, but he said every couple of weeks.
As the season progresses, a card in the play menu, and it will feature cash out tournaments spanning the entire season.
He's clicking up here.
You can
so do you get something special from a tournament? Like if you win the tournament, is this two different things? I'm not really sure. Let me know in the comments if you have some insight, and maybe I'm just not picking something up. I'm not picking up what Embark is putting down. But at the end of the day, he tried to state very clearly that cash out is still the main focus of the finals. That's arguable. I think that's debatable, if you will, and that's what the community's really been talking about. I said a couple of weeks I was talking with a friend of mine, and we were just discussing Terminal Attack, and it was clear to me that they were going to make Terminal Attack a main game mode in the future, a permanent game mode, not a main game mode. I'm sorry, they were going to make it a permanent game mode in the future, and I was just saying I hope that they don't start to manipulate or curtail the meta to an alternative playlist. I counted Power Shift as an alternative playlist, Terminal Attack as an alternative playlist. It's not their flagship playlist. It's not what this entire game has been designed around, is these other playlists. Because, for instance, like the sniper rifle is considered nearly useless in ranked, let's say, in ranked cash out. Especially at the higher levels, you don't really see it. It's just not as prominent as some of the other weapons. But in, Power Shift, it can be a nuisance, right? It can be annoying. And you never heard anyone complain really about the sniper rifle until Power Shift came about. And then you started seeing all these people complaining about the sniper. But they can't really start to, manipulate, change, or alter, or start to mold the sandbox around Power Shift. Because then that would completely change the dynamic of which the weapons and the meta and all the synergy in cash out. That just, you can't do that. It wouldn't make sense. It would start to diminish. You start to balance for one, you then begin to diminish another. And so same with Terminal Attack. Things that are going to need to be shifted and balanced and changed within the sandbox, aka the meta. It's just different because the pacing, the play style, everything in Terminal Attack is very different than, let's say, Cash Out. Cash Out being the high neck, the high octane breakneck speed, very dynamic, just destructive, chaotic play style with very tight gunplay, all with a level of 4D chess above it in terms of all the macro decisions that take place with trying to play second or first to move forward in the finals, versus the play style of Terminal Attack. It's vastly different. It's much more conservative, slower paced, and and the maps aren't even really engineered for that game type, and I think moving forward, the new map that's coming out with the Feudal Japan theme, I think that map is actually more engineered toward Terminal Attack playstyle, possibly, which I think it's a wrench. I'm not sure what they're doing. I'm not sure what they're cooking up. But hey, that's the World Tour community update. That's what they're talking about. Maybe they're trying to put out a fire. I don't know. I want to see what they're going to do with it, though. So that's the video. Link for that on the official finals website, or YouTube, is going to be in my description. Thanks for watching.